Google just dropped 6% today. So about an hour after that happened, I got paid $220 to maybe buy it. The stock is crashing and I'm stepping in on purpose. This is the one line that Warren Buffett talks about all the time, most investors know about, but never do it. Stick till the end. Real fill, real trade, real account, and I'll show you exactly how I got paid. Let me show you. Here's the whole video in one sentence. Everyone is panicking about Google. I am not. I'm getting paid to patiently own a company I already wanted at a discount. Let me show you exactly how. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. This is my wheel dashboard. It's a software that I'm building out day by day and building it live on this channel. So far, year to date, we are at $19,996. We're about to hit that 20,000 mark only in July. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I'll be dropping that video tomorrow. And again, this is only with $110,000 in capital. If we jump over here on the left-hand side, you can see my goal for the year is $22,000 in premium. Now, if you're completely new to the wheel, we'll talk about that towards the end of this channel. And for the command center, I actually call it the wheel room. The first link in the description below will be able to get you early access to the software. I'll let you guys go through it. We're doing a founding members waitlist. Seats will be limited for early pricing discount once that does go live. But right now, let's get into this Google trade. Quick, before we get into the trade itself, I do have to put a quick disclaimer on this video. Everything I'm going to go over today is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Everything is purely for educational and entertainment purposes only. I think we know that by now, but I did have to put a quick disclaimer on this video. So last night, Alphabet reported Q2 earnings, and it was a beat on the revenue side, but yet the stock is still falling here today. So what happened with this trade? We're going to get into the charts and all the technical analysis in a moment, but I did want to do a quick breakdown here so we can understand what happened with Google, because a 6% drop in a multi-trillion dollar company is a huge one. And what it was all about was the guidance that the company gave. They are projecting to spend $205 billion in AI spend next year, which was above what analysts were projecting and investors were hoping for on this. So now the way that I break this down is I have two simple rules that I follow, and we're going to get into rule number one right now. So when a stock drops the way that Google just did, I take a little bit of time to do my homework to understand what is going on with this company. Now, for me and Google, I don't think it's a broken company. I don't think my thesis has changed on the story with Google. I think it's a phenomenal company. But the way I look at it is this company broken, or is this just fear in the market? Now, I think it's the latter personally, just some fear spooking investors out, like trying to understand, is this too much money that is going into this AI build out? And it's investors telling Google, hey, we don't like that. Now, for me, that is my best friend. This is when the market is giving me an opportunity to get in on a name. Now, there's an investor that we all know. His name is Mr. Warren Buffett. And I think this analogy of what we're looking at on Google right now is the perfect time to bring up this quote. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. I'm going to pause there. I'm going to let you read that and let that soak in, because that, in my opinion, is what's going on right now with the Google trade. If we jump over to Webull, you guys can easily see this on the chart of what Mr. Warren Buffett is talking about. Google, if we look back on the charts in April of last year, this stock was in around $142 on its low, and we saw a tremendous bull run. I caught it last year, a part of this trade coming up in on the name. I didn't catch all 140% on the way up, and then we see a nice little retracement here. Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. Mr. Buffett's talking about prime example here. Everyone's getting greedy, getting into this trade. That is when you, as an investor, according to Mr. Buffett, should be greedy. Take your profits, wait for another entry point coming into the name. And that, my friends, is where I'm selling puts and being greedy when others are fearful. So let's fast forward the chart to today, right? We saw a beautiful run up, 46%. Now we're seeing a 21% retracement in the name. And that for my framework is when I'm selling cash secured puts. If you guys are completely new to the wheel, the second link in the description below goes over my exact framework and how I think about the financial markets on selling cash secured puts, cover calls. So that's the second link in the description below if you guys want that. But jumping back over to Webull, I just wanted to let you know, be greedy when others are fearful. There's a lot of fear baked in this trade right now. And for me, that is when I'm trying to sell cash secured puts. So jumping back over here, love Mr. Buffett, love the quote, but moving on over to the next slide here. So what did I do? What did I do with this trade? And of course, we're going to get into that live Robinhood trade and walk you through my mindset and what I did to put this trade on in 1 minute. But jumping back over here, I sold the 305 strike price going out in time 8 days. So this trade will expire, and we'll go over that on the chart in 1 minute, on July 31st. Now, when I put this trade on, it was trading in at around 320, 319 a share this morning. And that's when I sold the cash secured put, and I collected $220 for doing that. Now that premium goes in my account right away. I keep that cash no matter what. That's me providing liquidity to the market, and it's a beautiful thing for being an option seller. So what does that do to my break even on this trade? That brings my break even to 302.80. So the only way I lose money on this trade as of right now is if the stock goes down and below 302.80 per share. That is the cushion I have baked into this trade. Now, there's two potential outcomes on this trade, right? I'm either going to be assigned the shares or this contract's going to expire worthless, right? So if we jump back over to Webull, I kind of put this on the chart as a nice visual example for you guys to fully understand what this trade looks like and how I'm thinking about it. So the white line on the bottom, this is my strike price. And then right here, this red line is my expiration date. Now, backing out for 1 minute, if you guys are completely new to options, this is going to be a learning example. If you guys have experience, bear with the new people right now, because we all started at one place, right? The way I look at it, as an option seller, you control your expiration date. Now, here on this channel, I do short dated options, anywhere between 1 to 2 weeks. And you may be asking why. Go Google it tonight if you have some time. 90% of all short dated options expire worthless. Now, looking at this trade example, I really hope this doesn't expire worthless. Why? Because my number one rule, actually my number two rule, number one rule is only sell cash secured puts on names you like. Number two, and I would argue it's just as important, is that you're selling them at prices you want to own the company at. I didn't want to own the company. It's overvalued in my opinion, up in this 400 range. Not saying we can't retrace back there. But what I'm saying is I'm a value investor. I'd rather be entering in on a name and getting a bargain on a company. And that's what I'm trying to do with Google. Again, not financial advice. I just like the company personally at these levels. So now what do I need to do? Do I need to stare at charts? Am I going to have to day trade this thing? Absolutely not. And that's the beautiful thing about my wheel dashboard and the strategy that I run. It's more of a set it and forget it. The only thing I had to do was do my homework. It was 20 minutes on a Sunday. I was waiting for post earnings on Google. I knew the trade I already wanted to make because of my framework I follow. Again, second link in the description if you guys want that. But looking at this, that is why I've already collected $16,000 in premium, because that's what I can control in the stock market. So now looking at this, what does this mean, right? Outcome one is I get assigned the shares. I get assigned the shares if the stock price goes through my strike price and we at expiration are chilling down here. I have the potential to get assigned, and I really hope that happens. Option two is the thing expires worthless. I keep my $220. That's cash in my account, and I move on to the next trade. Now, if I am assigned shares, that is where step two of the wheel strategy comes in, and I'll start selling covered calls on the name in one moment when we jump into Robinhood. In fact, let's just jump into Robinhood right now so I can go over this whole thing. I'll show you what covered calls will look like for next week and how much more premium I could get on this name, and it's honestly the best part about the strategy, because that's where I make most of my income, is on the covered call side. So again, channel's all about transparency. I'm going to scroll down here so you guys can see the trade. Average credit was $220 per contract. I only sold one contract. That is a $20,000 position in collateral. My expiration date here is July 31st, and my break even on the trade is 302.80. Now, again, set it and forget it. The cash is in my account. Now I just got to wait for that expiration date to see what happens. But again, if I am assigned the shares, let's jump into the options chain. Let's look at the same going out 8 days to July 31st. Let's just say we own the shares today. We can be selling upside calls in this name. For example, I could sell the 327.50, collect $310. So that gives me $700 upside on the name, plus another $300 in premium, and I continue to generate cash flow on these positions. Really good point here with the wheel strategy, and why I absolutely love this strategy is I can't control the market. I don't know if markets are going to go up, down, sideways. It doesn't matter to me. What I can control is the premium I collect and the cash flow I produce on every single position. And I do that weekly. If we look at my dashboard, that's why I've been able to collect $16,337 worth of premium year to date. And that's what I can control, right? And that is why inside here on my goals tab, I don't care about this $3,300 in appreciation I've gotten on the stock. My goal is focusing on the premium because that is what my goal is. My goal on this account is about 20 to 25% in realized profits. We're already there and we're already up and above plan year to date. It's something very special and I thank God for that. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, because this is going to be a journey you guys are going to see me go on for YouTube for many years to come. And I hope you can come along the journey with me. So look, everybody is panicking about Google, and I am not at all. I'm super calm. This is something I've built out on a Sunday, and I was waiting for this moment, right? I knew my plan, I knew my strategy, and I was waiting for the market to give me an opportunity, and that is what happened here this morning for this trade. Now, before we go, I did want to give you guys the first link in the description below. We'll put you on the wait list if you want early access to the wheel room and that software I am developing day by day. But most importantly, guys, I really appreciate y'all being here, subscribing to the channel, giving us likes on these videos. I do really appreciate that. And most importantly, guys, if you guys haven't seen this video yet, I would highly suggest go taking a look at it, and then I'll see you in the next video.